What's up, everybody? So listen, I was asked to make a video about my take on all these police killings, and a lot of these police killings that you see on the videos that I've been seeing, a lot of these guys be resisting arrest. I'm not saying you should be killed if you resist arrest, but if you're under arrest, I mean, come on, let's be real. But then on another hand, a lot of these killings that are taking place is because, like Claude Anderson was saying a couple of years ago, you got to realize that black people been in America longer than anybody else, and we don't own anything in America. So America looks at us like we're a nuisance now. Like I made a video before, and I was saying we should stop putting these fight videos on YouTube. I said stop putting these black people fighting black people on YouTube because it makes us look like savages. And what happened is like you got all these immigrants coming into the country now, and like I was telling somebody about the Hispanic coalition, like because the word Hispanic is a new word. It only came around in the 1960s, and that means that anybody that speaks Spanish that comes from a Spanish speaking country is considered Hispanic. And then when they come into America, they smother black people in numbers, and like it's just crazy right now. And the main reason you see these things is because, like I said before, nobody is scared of black people like we think we are. We think we gangster. We think we tough. We think we hood. But that's a small part of America. And what I mean by this, like each ghetto has its own aura. Each housing project has its own aura. But once you leave that housing project, nobody really gives a fuck who you are. I'm sure Mike Brown was thug. I'm sure he was a gangster, but you see how the situation ended. And black people need to realize that we don't own anything in America. You got all these basketball players making all this money. You got all these athletes making money, but they're taught not to go back to their hood where they're from and spread the wealth or build something substantial in the neighborhood that's going to make the neighborhood prosper. That's what these athletes are taught. That's why most of these athletes marry white women. And on average, a man doesn't live as long as his wife. So when he dies, she keeps the money and the wealth stays in her family. Like most of the wealth that white people got now is called inherited wealth. Like black people don't have inherited wealth. We don't. I mean, right? We don't own any shit. We all consumers. We like that little black charcoal in the back of a fish tank, keeping the fish tank nice and clean and running. That's what black people do with the economical system. Everybody makes money off of black people. Indians make money off of black people. Chinese make money off of black people. Black people make money off of black people, and black people don't seem to realize it, that Claude Anderson was saying, we've been systematically locked into the lowest level of a real life monopoly game, and we don't have any TV stations, so the only once we integrate it, integration is like a social illusion. It's a diluting process, and that's why you be seeing these. It just bugs me out when I see Travis Smile and these guys on TV talking about diversity. Like I said before, diversity means to divert your attention away from black people. That's what Senator Monahan came up with, benign and neglect, and it was just to make like black people just don't exist. Black people are invisible. We don't exist. That's why they come up with words like minority, diversity, multicultural, ethnicity, people of color. They come up with all these jaded and ambiguous terms to make black people invisible. And everybody's gonna have black people now like we're a nuisance. And that's why you see all this shit there. And people keep talking about a race war. Get the fuck out of here. Black people will get had in a race war because we don't have guns and shit like they be having down south and shit. And New York got the strictest gun law in the country. So, if you got a gun in New York City, you know what I'm saying? But back to what I'm saying is like that's what the main part you see all these killings about black people. If you ask me, you got the guy the guy that got killed, Oscar, I forgot his name, the guy that got killed in California. Then you got the guy that got killed in Missouri. Then you got the guy that got killed in Staten Island. Then you got Sean Bell. You got all these black people down at the hands of, and they say more white people get killed, get murdered by police, but when these guys when black people kill black people, they serve time in jail, they get arrested. When these white cops kill us, they walk, and they're going to continue to walk because that's like trying to sue the government. You're not going to win. These guys are not going to be found guilty. So it's a senseless issue, and then our Sharptons, all these other people start coming up the woodwork and shit, but and like I don't know, man, shit is just crazy. But if, like I said, if you ask me, the main reason you see all these black people getting killed by these police and all this other shit that's going on is because, like Claude Anderson was saying, man, we don't bring, we're like consumers. The Asians don't have this problem. The Asians have the highest income out of all Americans in America right now. White people come second. Asians are first. From what I understand, Asians in Chinatown have more banks than Wall Street. Asians don't play. They all about money, and black people support them because they supply the need that black people are not supplying. They have their hair care products. They have their nail care products. They even have chain of soul food restaurants now. Asians do. See, Asians keep quiet and they all about making money. Black people is not about making money. We're about spending money. And that's what the problem is right now. You don't see it. And without money, without practicing group economics, you can't put politicians in office that speak for you. Like I said, like white people got politicians as their community leader, and black people got reverends and ministers and shit like that. And all we do is hold hands, march, and sing "Kumbaya." It's some bullshit, man. Black people need to start practicing group economics, start owning some bus companies and shit like that, and keeping money in the hood, so the neighborhood can flourish. And then you will stop seeing all these senseless killings and shit, because that's what the problem is.